I'm a big optimist, so every time a new situation happens, I feel like it's my job to see the opportunity in it more than seeing the problem with it. I have this feeling my whole life myself that things always get better. I get a little bit nostalgic looking backwards and extremely optimistic looking forwards. No matter how the world looks like, I always think of the future as a better place than now. My biggest dream is really to keep the curiosity that gives me so much energy right now, that I still have space for new people in my life. You shouldn't get too comfortable, you shouldn't get too familiar with everything around you. And I think that's my goal, at least, or my dream, to kind of keep things that way and hold on to it as long as I can. Many of my dreams are somehow connected to continuing something that we already have. It's a privilege and a curse at the same time of working with something creative, because you can't really separate it so much and you have a hard time closing it down completely because it's a lot of the work happens inside your head. I always have a hard time putting words myself on what we do, because that would be almost like writing a manifesto or something. That would be something we also should stick to. And as a creative person, I like much better if every project can have its own world. So the framework around every project is the world around it. And then it's less important who I am or where I am from. It's much more important that create the right answer for the question. What I like about Berlin the most is definitely the people here. There's such a diversity in what weird opinions you can have about things, and I really appreciate that. I think it's nice to be challenged on your opinion about things. So I think my home is such a contrast to the streets of Berlin and to living in Berlin in general. It's surprisingly quiet for being right in the middle of Kreuzberg, which is a very lively neighborhood, and I really enjoy that. Well, there are certain pictures I have in my head when I think of home, and it's a little bit related to being comfortable and very relaxed also, and extremely informal also. And many of the houses we've designed for other people and myself, so to speak, the position of what you experience and see from the sofa and from the bed is extremely essential. You want to wake up and see something, to look out the window or whatever, look into your living room. And the same for the sofa. The kind of atmosphere we try to achieve with all the houses we design is, I think, to be able to accommodate both the very private moments, but also the social moments. But I think the atmosphere of feeling safe at home is very much related to that feeling.